Hi guys, happy Sunday. I hope you had a great week. Today we're going to be talking about graphic makeup and 3 ways that you can use specifically water activated eyeliners to spice up your makeup and make it more artsy and fun. I'm going to throw up some examples of what type of looks I'm talking about on the screen. These are past things I've done with these type of eyeliners, and without further ado, I'm going to show you the products that I know and love. As always, I'm Sparkling Jules MUA on all platforms. I'd love it if you gave me a follow, but you don't have to. The first brand that's pretty well known for water activated eyeliners or face paints is Mehron Makeup. I bought this big palette by myself. This is a 30 pan water activated face paint palette, and I love to use these for my eyeliners or little details on my makeup. As you can see, she is well used, and this is a little pricey. It's about $100, but you get 30 huge pans, and if you're using it for eyeliner or fun makeup details, it's going to last you forever because I'm not using it like a face paint all over my face. They did gift me this mini palette. This is an 8-pan magnetic Paradise makeup palette. This was, like I said, gifted to me, and this is a metallic version of the water activated paints. I love Mehron. They're really, really good. But also, if you want a more affordable brand, I love Bowitzki on Amazon. They make really good water activated face paints. I have this one I got from my brother for Christmas or my birthday, I don't remember. You can take your brush and dip through all the colors to get different gradients, or you can just use one color at a time. I usually just use one color and use this to mix up my perfect colors. I haven't mastered the gradient type of thing yet. And of course, I bought myself a big pan of the white by Bowitzki. I also have the pastel bundle from Bowitzki. They're these little single water activated eyeliners. They're a little messy because my toddler keeps claiming them as her own. So to use water activated eyeliners, you need a good detail brush set and a squirt bottle with water, or you can just get a cup and dip your brushes into the water that way. I like having a squirt bottle because the water does get dirty easily. And I bought this brush set for like under $5 on Temu. I will be linking the specific products I use, like face paints, and I'll also link a similar brush set on Amazon for you guys to have easy access if you want to purchase one and don't want to use Temu. So what you do, I'm going to show you with this white one. You take some water and you put it in a separate container. You don't want to spray it directly on the paints, even though I do that sometimes. I mean, a lot of the time. And you take whatever size brush you want. You get it pretty wet in this water. And then you want to take your brush into your product. And the hardest part is finding the best consistency for what look you want to do. So you don't want it to be too watery because these will drip down your face. They are water activated, so they're not super long lasting or wearable. If your face gets wet or you sweat a lot or get super oily, these probably will run down your face. But you want it to be a good consistency that's not too wet, but also not too thick because you want to be able to use it like a paint. I'm just going to do a swatch of this. Look at that. So there's the white. I'm going to do a swatch in a better spot. And you do have to keep getting more water and just keep adding more water. But you can do so many fun things with this. And like I said, they do last a while. So a quick disclaimer, I'm going to be doing all 3 types of graphic makeup on top of this eyeshadow look. For look number 1, we're going to be taking this white. I'm going to mix it up to my desired consistency, and we're going to do a fun graphic eyeliner. I love white eyeliner. I think it just really changes up your whole look. And I'm going to be using my mirror that I decorated myself. I glued all these charms on it, and I think it looks so fun. And yellow is like my favorite color. So you want to make sure you don't have too much product on that it's going to drip or make it hard to control. But first thing, I'm just going to draw a regular wing, but I'm not going to actually draw the end of it. So I'm just going to do eyeliner essentially. It's just crazy how opaque these are on top of a super pigmented shimmer. I love using these better than even regular eyeliners. I feel like you have a lot more control. And one of the pluses is that since these are water activated, you can take a Q-tip or a wet brush and you can easily clean it up because they aren't super long lasting or so waterproof. They're not waterproof at all. You could easily just wear it like this. That just changes the whole look. And it just makes it more like fun to me. But what I love to do is take a little more of the product. I'm using the Bowitsky white, by the way. You want to make sure you have a very fine brush, and sometimes you can even take your finger and smash it a little bit to make it thinner. You can also wipe off a little bit of the product before you put it on your eye so it's not so thick, but I like to start about in the middle of my eyelid, above my crease, so you can either look straight on so you can see where your crease is, or you can just do it with your eye wide open if you already know where your crease is. And I like to just take this light and just drag it to the edge. And then over here, I do kind of a half circle. You could easily make it a wing or whatever you want. Sometimes I'll add like squigglies in with a different color. It's really whatever you want to do. I might actually do that today. I'm just gonna finish filling in this white off camera and then I'll show you guys where I'm at. So here's what we have going on so far, and I think it looks really, really pretty. I just think it elevated this look, and it wasn't really that hard to do. Once you get the hang of it, it only takes a couple minutes to add it on. I am going to up this a little more and add a like swirl of another color. So I'm going to take this blue from Bowitsky. This is called Sky, and I'd like to put my water in my cap. I will spray it directly in the pan too, like I said, but then it makes it so liquidy that you kind of have to wait for it to dry. And these do dry back down. For this, I'm going to take super fine motions and just add a little swirl. And I'm going to overlap in some spots on the white, but not every spot, so it kind of looks like it's raveling around it. Going to build it up a little more. So for this side, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put the blue on, overlapping in some spots and not in others. So there we have the blue. I'm going to insert pictures of the close-up, but this is look number 1. And I'll show you what I did on the back of my hand if it didn't show up super well. So what I did is pretend this is the white on my eye. I obviously waited for it to dry. And then I took the blue and I wiped it off a little bit. And then I kind of just did this a lot thinner. Like went under, went over, and then went under again. And I did that all over my eye. Okay, so I'm changing up the video a little bit. So it's going to be 3 looks to do like sort of graphic, funsy things. But look number 2 is not going to involve any sort of eyeliners. I'm going to use rhinestones. And I consider this graphic makeup too. I consider like anything outside of just regular everyday makeup. So I have all these different color rhinestones. These are from Temu as well. I'm going to pick blue ones. And I usually pour them in a little container, but I don't know where my container is right now. So I'm just going to pour them into my hand. And then you want a nail art tool. It's like a rhinestone picker, because as you can see, they stick to this little tool. So you can do this in tandem with graphic liner, or you can just do this on top of your regular eyeshadow look. You just take the jewels, you can take really whatever color you want. I'm just picking them up with this picker. I definitely recommend getting one of these tools if you're going to use rhinestones, because picking them up with your finger or tweezers is really, really so hard. This tool makes it so easy and quick. And look at that. Look at that sparkle. I love these ones because they're iridescent, so they catch the light really pretty, but they're a little more subtle from straight on. So that is technique number 2. Just adding some rhinestones really elevates your makeup. And this is so easy. You really don't have to have any sort of artistic talent to do this. With the graphic liner, you do need to have a steady hand. The last fun thing you can add to your makeup is faux freckles, but not just your average faux freckles. You can make them in the shape of anything you want, and these type of water activated eyeliners make it easy to draw little hearts, little flowers, little snowflakes, whatever you want to add. I'm going to do flowers because they're the easiest and I think they're the cutest. So you can either use a dotting tool, like nail art tools work perfectly for this, or you can use a brush or the back of the brush. I'm going to show you the basic technique to do easy flowers, and this is kind of like a nail art technique. So you just take 5 small dots and put them as close together as you'd like, but kind of next to each other in a flower shape, so like so. And then you want to take whatever color you choose to be in the middle, and you either take a dot or you just draw a circle in the middle, and there you have a flower. And you just want to do that smaller all over your face. And you want to make sure you keep mixing this up to be the consistency you want, because they do kind of dry out fast. And for this, you need it to be a little more liquidy to do dots. And I do recommend practicing on the back of your hand if you're nervous about it. But I'm just going to go in and start dotting my freckles.
Mama.
What?
Mama.
What do you need? You want more soup?
Yeah.
This dotting tool makes it really, really easy. I'm just going to keep dotting on these flowers. Yeah? There's the little flowers. I'm going to take the white with the same dotting tool, patting it right in the middle. And for this look, I think it's okay that they don't touch because it makes it kind of look like clip art to me. And there you have it. There are some cute flower freckles. I hope they're showing up well. I just think they look so cute, and you could easily do them in rainbow or different colors. And I just think makeup can be fun and creative, and it's okay to wear stuff that's just fun and artsy. You don't always have to look super hot or super sexy. Like, I know that sometimes everybody wants to look like a Kardashian or a celebrity, and sometimes it's fun to just paint your face. I hope you guys learned some fun tips. If you want any more like graphic eye or eyeshadow tutorials, let me know. And as always, I'm Sparkling Jules MUA on all platforms. I'd appreciate your follow, and I love all your guys' support. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.